So then guys, today we're going to do a comparison of the Vapor Glove 3 to the Vapor Glove 2. It's a shoe that I did a lot of miles in and I really enjoyed running in the Vapor Glove 2. But I had a few concerns about it, which I sort of addressed in one of my old videos about that shoe. So today we're going to have a look what's been upgraded and what's been changed with the Vapor Glove 3. So let's get into the comparison of the shoes. The first thing I noticed is at the back of the shoe in the heel area. So you can see with the old Vapor Glove 2, you've got a very, very flexible heel cup, and there's not much structure apart from the backbone and this bit of TPU. With the Vapor Glove 3, what they've actually done is added a lot of reinforcement around the heel area. So it definitely feels sturdier than the old Vapor Glove, which I like. I like the look of that, and I think that's going to be a nice feature. I'm quite impressed with that. The other thing I noticed, and it was one of my concerns with the old Vapor Glove, the Vapor Glove 2 definitely suffered from durability, that the upper would come away from the sole. And in the Vapor Glove 3, what we've actually got is increased overlay, TPU overlay all the way to the front of the shoe on both sides. And that is in that area that, you know, I had issues with the last shoe. It's in the same area that I saw a lot of other people seem to have issues with the shoe. So the other one of the other main differences I've noticed is in the lacing area. We're still using what looks like the same lace and fabric eye loops. The stitching around the lacing area has gone. So we no longer have this ridge around the lacing box. We have this, on the new shoe, we have this TPU overlay again. So it's the same overlay that was at the bottom of the shoe. What that's doing quite nicely is just lowering the profile of the lacing area. Also in the lacing area, the tongue now has, it definitely has a bit of almost, it feels like foam inside it. So it feels just a little bit more cushioned, a little bit more padded. I can't say I had an issue with the tongue on the Vapor Glove 2. The new tongue, it does feel nicer. That's what I would say. It just feels a little bit more comfortable. In terms of the rest of the upper, it feels very much the same. They've obviously changed the pattern and the color codes. So you've got this molten lava red, and there's a spruce, a shaded spruce color as well now. But there's no real difference in the fabric or the feel of it on the outside or on the inside. I usually wear a very thin sock with these shoes, so I don't really have an issue with the feeling of the inside of the fabrics of the shoes. But I did put this shoe on without a sock and it felt fine. It didn't feel uncomfortable or rough in any areas, but the old one didn't either. So I think the last big change in the shoe is the stack height. And we now have a stack height of 6.5 millimeters with the Vapor Glove 3 compared to 5.5 with the Vapor Glove 2. When I put the shoes on, I did feel it a little bit. I did notice it when I had one of each on. However, you know, it clearly doesn't affect the flexibility of the shoe. And when I went for a short run in it, it didn't affect the ground feel at all. I was still able to feel the ground really well. So I think that extra millimeter is probably to do with the new technology in the midsole called the Trail Protect pad. And that's basically a bit of extra support for the under the foot, and just you know, not cushion the foot, but lessen the impact of any sharp objects potentially. I feel like when you're looking at the bottom of the shoes and you're having a feel with them, I can feel like there is a bit more thickness there. There is definitely something else there. But as we're looking at the soles of the shoes, you can see the lug pattern's the same. It's still a Vibram sole, which I'm really happy about. They are now mentioning it, the name of the compound, the TC5 Plus from Vibram. I think what used to be on the old Vapor Glove 2 is what was called TC1, which was also used on the Vibram 5-finger shoes. So that could be they've changed the compound a little bit, but only time will tell. We'll see whether it feels any grippier or if it's any harder wearing or anything like that. Because of those changes they've made to the shoe, you know, they've definitely added some extra things, so that has, you know, sent the weight up a little bit. One shoe now weighs 172 grams as opposed to 164 grams, which is, I mean, it's really nothing in terms of footwear, and it's not something I've noticed when I've had them on my feet at all. The new Vapor Glove 3 still retails at £90, so the recommended retail price doesn't seem to have changed, and it's still a vegan friendly shoe. When I bought these shoes, when I had them last time, I did feel like they were a touch too big, the Vapor Glove 2s. I feel like the 9.5 is a better fit for my foot. I feel like they are just slightly oversized, just very slightly. I have taken them on their first run, just a 5-mile run around where I live, and they felt really good. They felt really flexible, they felt light, felt like I had lots of ground feel, which is exactly the same as I did with the Vapor Glove 2s. So I'm really happy that the shoe is still really good in its concept and the idea of it. The only issue I had with the last shoes, the Vapor Glove 2s, was the durability. And I mentioned in the video I did about them, about myself having to basically create the overlay that Merrell have now put on the shoe. And they did hold up a lot better. I did get the extra mileage out of them that I wanted to. So I think that the real test for the Vapor Glove 3s will be how long they last, how durable is the upper. Because again, the upper material's not changed. They've basically just added some extra overlay. What I'll do is once I've put some good miles in it, we'll come back and we'll have a look at the shoes. We'll have a look at how they've lasted, and I'll basically do a bit more of a review on them. So then, I hope that was really helpful for anyone that's had the Vapor Glove 2 and they were considering buying the Vapor Glove 3. Like I say, it looks like it's going to be a really good shoe, and I'm really looking forward to, you know, wearing them and having a good run in them. So thanks for watching. If you found this video useful, hit the like button, and I'll see you again next time, guys.